everybody, this is Desjhon Glenn with Let's Talk TV again. We're here with Regina, the mother of Steven. Now, with him telling me his story and everything that he goes through at school about his brothers having to stick up for him, and just the details that he was just telling me about how he has to put earphones in his ears to walk home to ignore the harsh remarks that people are saying towards him. As a mother with 7 children, boys, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel sad because he comes home. I could tell when he had a bad day because he's moody and he takes it out on me because he knows I love him unconditional and he could get away with it. So I just allow him because in my heart I don't take it too hard because I know he had a bad day. And at the end he'll tell me, I'll tell him what happened, and he'll tell me some guy stopped and threw something at him. People throw things at him passing by. People call him bag, the F-word, faggot, and it kills my heart to know that there's so much hate in this world that people don't take the time out to stop and say it's wrong, stop, leave them alone. It doesn't take a parent to raise a child. It takes a village. And if we all stand strong and protect the victim instead of the one who's doing the crime, this world would be a lot better. They don't protect the victim. For some reason, they just don't. And I don't understand that. There's a lot of talk about how the change, how the world's gonna change with the hate. And yet, I hear so much, I've done so much research since my son's been beaten twice. Moses, Steven's brother, was beaten horribly. And yet no one was arrested. The police told me we don't even want to file a police report. I felt so hurt because they're supposed to protect us. They're sworn in to protect and serve the community. The principal, the vice principal, she treated me so bad. I was so humiliated. And if my son wasn't there, I would have been hurt, very, very hurt and sad. But I tried to hold my emotions in, and I did cry. But I try to be polite about it. I can't understand why someone would treat another human being so bad when all they're doing is trying to save a life, even if it's just their child. I'm the type of person, I will stand up for anybody that I see is in the right, whether it's my kids or, a stranger. I would do anything to help another person, human being. And yet people choose to dehumanize me that way when all I want is my son to be happy for who he is. My younger boys, the reason why they get bullied and picked on and defend Steven is because those boys come up to them and start harassing and bullying them and say hate remarks. Your brother Steven's the F-word, faggot, or we don't do nothing. And he tries to calm the situation down by saying we respect your opinion about our brother. Come on, let's play a game or whatever. And then they turn around and say we don't play anything with anyone who's related to an F-word, faggot. And yet, so many hate remarks were made. They videotaped it. Before they turn on the video, they make hate remarks. They say, oh, your brother's an F-word, faggot. Your brother Steven's an F-word, faggot. And what they told me the last meeting was, what's going to happen to you now is all your F-word fault for having an F-word, faggot for a brother. And they clip on the video and they start beating him to the ground. He only head wounds. They hit him nowhere else but his head. 10 of them the first time, and one the second, but the second time he already given up. He did not fight back at all. He let them beat him to the ground. And when I see the video, I told him, why didn't you back yourself up? Why didn't you protect yourself? And he said, Mom, I just let them beat me up so they could get over it, so they could leave me alone already. And then he walks away, and then he turns back and he starts crying. He goes, Mom, I fought back the first time, and it made me sick to my stomach. I was throwing up. I couldn't get the feeling out of my hands how it felt to hit another human being, and I couldn't do it the second time. That's why I didn't fight back. And I told him, I love you, and you should be proud of yourself for not wanting to hurt another human being.
Now, when you saw that video, and with everything that your sons have gone through, what does that make you want to do as a parent when no one is wanting to help you? What does that make you want to do?
I'm still fighting to this day. I've got threats. A lot of people that promised to help me they're not taking my calls anymore. I haven't heard from them. They don't call me back on my messages. I figured something happened and they gave up on me. And I don't understand, but I'm still fighting as of today. I'm not gonna give up. If I could save a stranger's life and risk my life for a stranger, then I could do it without betting an eyelash for my son. I have to do it for my son. I have to fight, even if nothing gets done at the end. I have to fight for those 180 days for my son. And in my heart, if I don't get no justice for him, at least I know in my heart I fought my hardest, and I could forgive myself. And parents, please, please stop your kids from beating other kids that way. It's wrong. Everybody should be accepted for who they are. This is a free country. Our nation, our government says it's free. That means we get to be who we are. In our beliefs, I don't choose to push them on other people. I believe God made my child. God is perfect. He made the world. He made the birds and the bees, the trees, and he did everything perfect. So therefore, he made my child because he does nothing wrong. He makes no mistakes.